for dollar.
Click play to enter the stage.
3, 2, 1, go.
Round one. You cannot move in this game. Press wait for enemies to approach you. Fight using only the left and right mouse buttons. Press the left or right mouse buttons. When enemies enter your zone, you will see the left or right zones light up when you are able to attack. Remember, your cursor can be anywhere on the screen. Missing leaves you open to enemy attacks. Try not to miss.
You really underestimate how far enemies can get after a miss.
Complete. This number is your round. This is how many men you need to kill. This is your life.
Okay. I won't risk anything this time. That was already way too close.
All throwing weapons kill in one hit. Press the left or right mouse button. Throw. You grab throwing weapons of enemies that carry them. Men left.
Yes.
You are rewarded with a medal if you miss less than 10 times.
The beginning of this run isn't very interesting. Quite slow. But the speed is increasing very quickly. As you can see, not only my
Press the left and right mouse button.
speed multiplier on the top left corner is increasing every time I finish a level with a lot of health. Also the base speed of the game is increasing slowly.
Mouse button.
These extremely slow brawlers are a bit annoying.
Once you engage a brawler, you must defeat him before fighting other enemies. 10 men left.
That weapon helped a lot, I must say.
Round. Green enemies have 2 hits. The enemy's hits are indicated below them.
Now it starts to get interesting with multi-hit enemies. What we haven't seen yet are brawler kills, which are also very important. A brawler kill is when you kill a brawler before getting any 1v1 combat mode with him. Can they do that by using throwing weapons? And I hope that we'll be doing that a lot. Okay,
Sword round.
our second special stage. And also one of my nemesis. Not in this one, but in Grandmaster mode, these levels can get extremely fast.
The left or right mouse buttons.
You need really fast reflexes to get through those levels, even at base speed in Grandmaster mode.
Take your time. Fight it slowly. Look at the left and right mouse. Perfect.
Yep. Didn't even get enough time to finish his explanation. I missed once? What? The other level.
2 enemies
I'm extremely used to playing with 3 arrows, so I'll always go with that level. Don't know which one of those levels is faster than the other. Probably not, because they both have the same number of enemies. What I did there with the other dagger was to not throw it at the nearest enemy, but throw it. What's the other side? Because if I know that the other side. Yes. Okay, I'll talk about that later. Now we first have to kill this boss. Okay, that one was fast and almost perfect. Bosses can be very cooperative. If they like never get thrown around, but that only happens very rarely. Usually what happens is that they fly all over the place and you might get a free hit in there, but it's still much slower because it takes forever to them to. Okay, that should have been a brawler killer. That was a minor waste of time. That was also unnecessary. If I get hit, I don't get that much speed. I only get 8% instead of 10. So I really shouldn't get hit. At least not this early in the run. Later on I will get hit a lot. Once the game is like way faster than it is now. Yeah.
Weapons increase your attack range. If you already have a weapon of the same type, you would be able to throw it. You can only use a weapon for a short time. When you drop the weapon, remember that your attack range will be decreased.
Oops. What? That came out of nowhere. And I also missed my first split. Whoops. This section could be going well already. I think this will be one of the most difficult things for me to do in this run. Remember to split. I don't want to see your eye flying towards me, I want to see you fly right across the screen, just destroy as much as possible. Okay.
These numbers shows you the current
Another Night Sword round.
When you perform well, it increases. When you fail, it decreases. But it will never go lower than 100%. Enemy base speed will increase throughout the game, making future stages more difficult.
Yep, because this is like snail's pace right now. Nice.
Platinum medal awarded. Boss round.
Second boss, not much different from the first boss, except I think this guy has a bit more health. And because we lost... nice. Oops.
Gold medal awarded.
That came a bit quicker than I expected. Thought this boss would take me a bit longer. Speedruns. As you can see, you don't have any health in speedruns. Your main enemy in speedruns is the clock. And that you can't use your skills, because that can really get you out of the rhythm. Okay, no weapon from the other side. Okay.
Gold medal awarded.
Okay. Little note on the route. We'll be going this lower route this once. Any other time we will go the upper path until we reach the final stretch that goes vertically, and then we will probably alternate between left and right. I don't quite remember. I have to find that out on the fly. Have the route 100% memorized already. But I'll get it done. Okay, 200% speed. That's good.
Introduces yellow enemies. Look at these blue.
Yeah.
It's yellow enemy. Reverse press. Blue, blue, red. Yellow enemies. Red, red, blue. From the right side. Or blue, blue, red. From the left side. You don't have to memorize their patterns. Colored bars below multi-hit enemies show you exactly what to press.
But you have to memorize them if you want to do the blind survival mode. Because in blind survival mode, those bars aren't there. You have to play without them. Which actually makes that mode quite a bit more difficult, and as you can already see, brawlers are quite a bit faster than before. Just wait until we get to the next mob level. This also just was a waste of time. But yeah, just wait until we get to the next mob level. There you will see that this game is really fast. That's also a waste of time, but at least it doesn't take away from your clock. Oops. What the fuck am I doing right there? Wow. Okay. What the fuck was that? That's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to have to wait multiple seconds for the next enemies to spawn in. What the fuck?
Victory. Silver medal awarded.
Okay, that level was free. There. So you've seen.
Silver medal awarded.
Ja, für die Schiedsrichter.
Fourth round.
Ich hab morgen eh später, weil ich später bleiben muss sowieso. Das heißt, ich gehe morgen eh später hin, angepasst. Ah, that could have been perfect. But oh well, it wasn't supposed to be. Another practice session I had before, I think I actually had 2 perfect boss fights. And I missed my splitting again.
Last round.
Okay, next level will show you what this game is capable of. If you haven't seen that before. Just get through these last couple of barrels or wagons or whatever things are there in the background.
Platinum medal.
Get into that mob level 218% speed, that's a good number. That's very fast.
You don't have to memorize the patterns. Red blue bars below them. These colored bars will show you exactly what you need to press.
It's especially bad because it's such a major change to what you had before. Oh, that was close. I almost missed that last one. I wanted to get that bow and kill that brawler. Okay. What? Why did I lose 2 points? I had 6 lives left.
Awarded.
That shouldn't have happened. Okay, from now on it will only get more difficult. A lot of fast mob levels. The dangerous level types incoming. Oops. From now on, getting hit like once or twice in every level is okay. Getting hit more is not good, especially that early in a level. Because I want to keep my speed if possible. I can only do that if I cannot get hit. Can avoid getting hit. As you can see, that's easier said than done. With how fast enemies are right now. Oh my god, what the f... There. So many destroy hims in the end. These are just pure waste of time. They're completely random. Okay, you've seen another Atlas level, which is what these orange levels are, or 3 levels, what they are for this speedrun. So we could have gone that way, but that is actually a longer way. It won't be another while until we see why exactly we chose to go this exact way, this upper route. But there are actually two good reasons. These are 2 levels that will come up in a row later on. But it will be here another while until we get there. 226% is actually already pretty fast, especially for this level.
You won't be able to see the color of your enemies.
Yeah.
Retrofill rounds. You'll get the red blue bars below the multi-hit enemies.
Yeah,
These will show you exactly what to press.
these levels are really annoying, especially with brawlers. If you're used to the colors of the brawlers, it can actually be quite hard to do them without seeing the colors. Wow, especially if they are so fast as they are right now. Nice brawler kill there. I just want to get through this level. If I get turned down to 1 HP, I will have to restart the level because I don't want to. Okay. I lost a little bit of speed, but that's fine. I would have lost much more speed if I had died. Okay, now the special level. I haven't lost a lot of speed last levels, just some of these special levels, like dagger rounds, have their own, basically their own speed multiplier that is scaled kinda with your base speed multiplier. Any changes if you die in these levels, their speed multiplier you see is decreased, but your global speed multiplier isn't. See, even if I had died on that level and then retried it, I would still have 220% speed multiplier here. There is one level later on that where this property might come in handy. Because as you might have seen, whereas daggers and whereas arrows are basically, shooting arrows is basically instant. Throwing daggers is also very fast. Throwing bombs is actually very slowly. It can be very dangerous. Okay, another nunchuck rounds are basically the same as light sword rounds. Wow. To concentrate now because this is actually quite fast. Still by far not as fast as what you get in Grandmaster mode. Ah, come on, come on, nice. I think those night sword rounds and nunchaku rounds also have slight different speed multiplier, yes. 231%. Wow, that's... I really have to make sure I don't die. Getting hit a bunch of times right now is okay as long as I don't die. Okay. I'm probably in the phase right now where I try to keep my speed multipliers kinda at the level it's right now. Maybe let it go down a little bit. But that wasn't a good just restart. That start was atrocious. Much better. This is how it's supposed to go. Nice, a broom, I love it. This is a special weapon. It acts just like a normal staff, but it's really cool because it's extremely rare. It's basically like a shiny Pokemon. It's about as different from a normal weapon as a shiny Pokemon is from a normal Pokemon, but everybody loves shiny Pokemon. And it's no different with special weapons. Wow. These brawlers are insanely fast. What the fuck? Nice! Ball of Death finish! It's still 225% speed. Really nice. I don't think I've missed a boss. We have, as you can see, 10 bosses in this route, but they are not spread out quite evenly. In fact, we have, as you've seen, we have 3 quite early on, and then we will have quite a few of them on basically the final stretch. But this middle part of the level, of the run has very few bosses. Okay, just get through this level without dying. Nice. Next boss. This boss. Okay. This boss already has. Oops. Okay. As you see, whenever the boss gets thrown away, I basically always miss once. Because I just basically immediately click the same place where the boss would be if it wouldn't be thrown away without even waiting for the boss to actually reach that place. And the little amount of time that gives me I use to determine what I have to click next. What's basically the second bar from the top on the next stage of the boss. Okay. Now the critical level, might want to restart that if I have a bad start. Because I really don't want to die here. But that could have been better. Okay, let's restart. The brawler killed this time, but the start was much better anyway, because I didn't get hit. I'm fine with that. Brawler kills are nice, but losing your speed multiplier is really bad. Wow. Just before this run I actually did a session of training in these kinds of levels. And I think this already shows I have much less problems with brawlers than I had before. Wow, it's actually going really well. Nice. Still 214% speed. And yes, this is the reason why we go this top route. As you can see, this level only has 65 enemies, or while we are already this far into the run, it is because it only has 5 lives. It's riskier to go this way a bit, but it's also much faster if you can do these levels first try, which hopefully I can. Nice. And the next level will be another, no, it's a speed round, and the level after that will be another 5 life. Nice.
Gold medal awarded.
Going strong, going pretty good so far, I think. But we're slowly getting to the actually difficult part of this run. We are nearing the final stretch. And the final stretch will be quite long because the levels there are much longer than what we've seen before. Okay. Nice. I think that actually was a, yeah, that was a speed increase by 5%. Nice. 4%. This is basically the relaxed middle part of the run. Some short levels, some special levels that aren't that difficult. I still have to concentrate here towards the end, because things will be quite fast. And as a side note, something that you can't see in this game mode, but in Endless mode, nunchucks are actually insta-kill against, against any enemy. Even against brawlers and multi-hit enemies. Okay, 220% on a 140 level. Another new enemy type. Oops. That ball of death combo there was quite nice. Nice. Halfway through, only hit once. I'm fine with that. Only thing you've seen there was I already had a spear in my hand. I picked up another one and then I immediately threw it away. That was one of the mechanics of this game. One of the ways you can get to throw a weapon. The other way is if sometimes enemies throw weapons at you from the side of the screen. If that weapon is grey, you just have to hit it and it disappears. If that weapon is actually white, your character grabs it and then throws it. And as you already have seen, weapon throws can be very powerful. Next boss, have to be ready to split. Have to remind myself of that. Oops. I shouldn't look over to my dashboard while doing a fight like this. Really isn't a good idea if I want to be fast. Really have to concentrate here. Oops. Ah, come on. Okay. Hope I haven't missed a split yet. Upper route, because it has non-infinite level, and even without that it would be shorter because the lower route has way more levels. We are almost to the point where all the routes through this map converge to the final stretch. There we will actually see another special level, the type that we haven't seen before. The last type actually. Right, 12 combo balls, that was pretty good. I think my record is somewhere like 16 or something like that. Actually, something I've never had, and I don't know if it's possible, is whether there can be 2 balls of death at the same time. What the fuck was that? Okay. But still 214%, that's quite good, I think. Just skip over that Enders level, we don't want to play that. That would could take us a very long time. Here we actually see, I think, the last enemy type. The ones where they switch every time. Wow. Almost. That was also close. Whew. That was nice. Dying there would have been very bad. A lot of speed loss. Still at 200% though, that's good. Yeah. Another level to slightly catch my breath. Oops. Slightly too fast there with my click. Okay. Still pretty good and still got a slight speed increase, I think. Okay. Okay, it's actually only the second multi-round after the initial level. Yeah. Okay. Normally the game expects you to click the green arrow in the lower right, on the bottom of the screen, in order to continue to the other rounds, but you can also just click enter. What the fuck was that? That was it's kinda a strange behavior these games sometimes exhibits, where when you have a enemy right behind a multi-hit enemy that switches sides, basically stand no chance to get through that guy without getting it. Oh no, well, this speed loss actually goes over to my global speed. What was that? I hope not. That would be really bad enough that I have to redo this entire level. Okay. Let's see. Hope my speed is still good. Yeah. Okay, can't see it in here. A bit slow there, but at least I got that brawler kill. This is basically the only level where I start to mash brain a bit. Usually try avoid mashing. Mashing. Fuck. That actually was really bad. Well, as you can see, my speed multiplier went up basically 30%. Which makes the game much more manageable, but also much slower, which is not good for a speedrun. And it's also not good if things like this happen. What the fuck? These levels. If I die here, this would basically be a reset because this is the first run. Basically.
Your enemy is
What the
strong.
fuck? That wasn't supposed to happen. This level is very susceptible to this basically almost unavoidable hits from enemies right behind multi-hit enemies. At least this will make for some easy goal splits in future runs. Just not die. Oh, 30. And then I despawned it.
Destroy him.
Okay.
Gold medal awarded. Keep speed around.
That was fun. Yeah, it was a wasted brawler kill. A wasted opportunity for one. I get a 17.89 euro. Okay. I really like smash rounds. They are extremely basic. No brawlers, no weapons, neither throwing nor melee weapons. Just you, an endless stream of enemies, multi-hit, armor. And just your skill determining whether you do this level good or not. Oops.
Victory. Gold medal awarded.
Oh, I've seen both those guys before? I don't know. When you've played this game for as long as I have and have killed like millions of all types of enemies, you don't remember when you see something for the first time. When you've seen something for the first time. You just destroy them all. Oops. I I almost got it back, but then there was nothing to bounce off. Oh yes, it's another thing that can happen. Brawler kills can be stopped early if there is something like a ball lying around. There's also another way to end a brawler kill quite early. It's much less common, quite wrong. Oh yes, throwing weapons. If there's a throwing weapon flying around while you initiate a fight with a brawler, the throwing the weapon can kill the brawler early. This song is nice. Oh. That ending could have been better, but I'm still in. And now, the one and only Thunderstorm round. Thunderstorm rounds are a bit of a mixture of Smash rounds, of the not having brawlers from Smash rounds, and the not seeing shit from Retrofilm rounds. But here it's even worse than in Retrofilm rounds. At least there are no brawlers. Those guys would be annoying as hell in here. Oops. Can't even... Normally you can see whether you can grab a weapon that's thrown or after you... or whether it's just... or you just have to defend yourself against it. But here, all throwing weapons have the same color. Oh man, why do I get so much Destroy Him? I usually don't get that much. Every time you get it, it's like 2 to 3 seconds wasted. So if you get it like 10 times, it's half a minute. Okay. This is another Smash run. So that we're actually getting on the final stretch now. This level might look not that difficult, but the final stretch is hard. Don't underestimate these levels. Nice.
Gold medal awarded.
And there's like another pseudo new level type that will be coming up. We have seen all the like or actually there are two pseudo new level types that are coming up. We've seen basically all the base types of levels, but there are 2 more variants that we haven't seen yet. One that we could have seen earlier if we had gone another different route, and then one that is exclusive to this final stretch of the game. That will be there's actually only 2 levels of that in the entire map. We will be seeing the first one soon and the last one much later. Oops, missed one. Oh man, what's going on? Normally I don't have any problems with those guys, or not, at least not such bad problems with those guys. Nice. 170 speed right now isn't that good. I would love to be a bit higher, like the 200 mark, but
Bronze medal awarded.
another boss. Okay, and this is the first one of those special rounds I've talked about. 2 bosses at the same time. And this level type actually can kinda break the game. But as you can see, while one of those bosses causes like a slowdown or another animation, the other one continues. And can actually hit you. Nice. There are 3 more, 4 more bosses? Might be, I might have missed one.
Silver medal awarded. Heel dagger round.
This dagger round isn't actually that difficult yet. Still pretty doable. There will be another throwing stage up coming up. Okay. I think I did miss. Didn't miss a split. Except for the first one that I skipped. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss one after that. My coordination is really going down right now. This run is really exhausting for your hand. Okay. Next boss coming up, level after this. So you can see a lot more bosses in this part. You notice, whoop, we're getting towards the end. Okay. Wow. The double hit on the brawler there was slight mistiming. Might actually die once more. My coordination is really lacking right now. Wow. I usually don't have that as many problems with these things, even with this speed. Okay. Nice one. Might not die after all in this level. Nice. No. Come on, 2 more lives. Give me something good here. Yeah, this. Nice. That was my lifesaver, that ball of death. Would have maybe died if I didn't get that one. I think I'll do this one a bit slower, a bit safer, so I don't die too. Okay, ready to split. Nice. 105.19. Don't know if that's any good. Okay, don't want to go for the skill there. The level underneath that is really long. Okay. not very useful to get that skill. It takes a lot of time actually to get it because the level underneath is so long. There won't be that many levels anymore that where we can actually use that skill. It's not worth it. I haven't timed it yet, but I'm pretty sure. I don't even think it's that it's a skill that gives you a lot of speed advantage. Okay, I think I've recovered a little bit from my lack of concentration and coordination earlier. Going a bit better right now. I think I can get this run over with pretty good. Won't be like a new world record or anything, but maybe I can still get sub 145 for my first recorded attempt. That would be a pretty good time. Wow.
Bronze medal awarded.
Okay. As you can see, this is like a 190, and I think the other is like 250 or something like that. Absurdly long. Also, I need to get ready for the last long stretch of mob levels. There will be like 4 or 5 of them in a row before we get to the final stretch of special levels. There I have basically 2 more choices of 2 paths. The first one that comes up has a clear better route, because one of the routes has the longest 10 life mob level. There's actually a longer one, but then one gives you 20 lives. And the Grandmaster version of that extremely long mob level ahead of us is what I play a lot to get warm up. That one has like 435 enemies, I think, in Grandmaster mode, Grandmaster difficulty. So you can see quite a bit to get through on 10 lives. Nice.
Gold medal awarded.
Now, after this level comes what I would call the stretch thirst, desert stretch, something like that. Not because it looks like that on the map, but because you have like 4 or I think it's 4 fairly long mob levels, one after the other. No special levels to break the flow, give you a moment to breathe. Just pure chaos, just pure mob levels. come on in! Oh, damn! The last one! I almost had it. Up here. 195. These levels are really there to get you down. A good start for the long stretch. So. Oh man, I off-screened that wall of death. Those maces have like really random throwing arcs. And whether they hit an enemy or just fly right over it is also kinda random and kinda strange. And whether they bounce back, go for another round, or just leave the screen is also really random and strange. Haven't yet gotten found a good way to predict what they'll do. Just erratic and random. Oops. Okay. Okay, on this level I'll use the background as an excuse because it's really hard to see shit on this background. Okay. Restart. That. Don't want to die on this level. Don't want to lose like half of my life points this early in the level. Not get tricked by you. Not get tricked by you either. Not by you either. Going for the long one. That was nice. Okay.
Hold the middle.
Took a restart, but after that the level went okay. Okay. Another speed round and then the last mob round for the run. At least hopefully. If I fail too much on the bomb round, I might go the other way, but I'll hopefully get it. Nice. Missed 2 brawler kills there, but didn't waste too much time. Okay. There are maybe like a dozen levels left in this run. We are going towards the end. The end, not the end. We're not going towards the tree. We're going towards the final boss, as you can read from my splits. The current world record holder actually only has that guy as boss 10. But I thought, or at least he had him as boss 10 in his world record run. But I thought final boss sounds much better. Should probably also make a copy of these splits right now. After I'm finished, I can maybe use them to run against on Master Mode if I will do speedruns of that. Okay, ready on split. Oops. Okay, I think he was pinned against the wall a bit there. Okay, 121.02. So, this is one of the most difficult levels in the run. At least for me. Nice! First try! Nice. As you can see, that very long level over there has another skill. But we won't get that one either. Way too slow. And there are basically no levels after this. After that level where you can actually use that skill, so even if it was the best skill in the game, it's completely useless. I think there's one speed round, one multi-round, because multi-rounds have such few enemies in each round, your skills can't charge up. Yeah. The only skill I use, the 3 arrow skill, is actually not quite that good of an example for its skill, because usually skills have a cooldown in a number of enemies you have to kill for them to become active or available. And any strong skills have long cooldown, so even if there was such a strong skill, its cooldown would be way too long for it to be any good in a multi-round levels. And as the multi-round levels are the only ones where you really want to see these nice skills can't be used in this level bar down in the lower left, is completely useless. Nice.
Gold medal awarded.
Another nice, relaxed Nunchaku round. Or at least it starts pretty relaxed. It's getting a bit faster now. Still not too hard, not too fast. Pretty durable. I need to relax my wrist a bit for the boss of this, or last enemy, which essentially called a boss. I'm also very happy that I don't have a webcam for this, because my face when I play those levels is really not something you want to see. Oh, actually 3 triple double boss levels. Okay. For some reason I had in my head that there were only 2. And from this you can infer that there will be another one. And as there is only one boss level after this, you can see from my splits, you know that the last boss will also be a double boss. Oops. Seems like I didn't hit the right button there. As well as this one is going, I think I'll submit it to the leaderboard right away. Nice. There are also no more long levels coming up. Just this multi-round, and then there are Chaku round. Oops. Need my finger on my other hand on the phantom. that one was too far away there.
Round 3.
There is basically only this one level type where I'm my left hand for this game. To press the enter button once I killed the last enemy in each round. You can also acknowledge that green button here that at the end of every level with your enter key, but I just use the mouse for that. Nice. That last hit was a bit close once again. Take the upper round. Okay. Just get through this. 3 levels left. Oh. The alternative on the lower part would have been a defender round in this split instead of this dagger round. But I prefer dagger rounds because they are quite a bit faster and quite a bit safer, in my opinion. Now, 2 levels left. Another tip from me, if you wanna do this run, get yourself something to drink. I'm really thirsty right now. Could really use a nice cool drink. Come on, don't die here. Fuck. That one's hard. Come on. Only the last level to go.
Awarded.
Come on, final boss.
Fourth round.
Okay, both of them flying around. I don't know which one's which, but I think I hit them both the same times. They really don't want to make it easy for me right now. Couldn't click there for way too long for some reason. Okay, first one down. $134.30.
Awarded. Levels. Unlocked. Unlocked.
I'm done. What the fuck? I'm done. Goodbye.